What is charisma? Is it natural magnetism, an irresistible aura, or something more profound? According to Friedrich Nietzsche, one of the most influential philosophers of all time, true confidence, and thus charisma, doesn't come from social approval or external validation. It comes from within. In this video, we're diving deep into Nietzsche's philosophy to understand how his radical ideas can help unlock your inner charisma. This is not just philosophy, it's a psychological weapon. Nietzsche didn't preach surface-level confidence. He taught how to become a powerful individual who draws others in simply by being unapologetically themselves. Number 1. Who was Nietzsche? Before we unpack his teachings, let's take a moment to understand the man behind the ideas. Friedrich Nietzsche was a 19th century German philosopher, best known for his concepts like the will to power, the Ubermensch, and the idea that God is dead. He was a critic of traditional morality, religion, and societal norms. Instead, Nietzsche believed in creating one's own values and living authentically. Though his ideas were controversial and often misunderstood, they were also deeply empowering. Nietzsche believed in individual strength, self-overcoming, and the rejection of herd mentality. And that is the foundation of real confidence. Number 2. The illusion of external validation. One of Nietzsche's core ideas is that most people live their lives seeking approval from others. He called this the morality of the herd. Society teaches us to behave in a way that pleases others, to fit in, to be accepted. But Nietzsche argued that this leads to weakness, not strength. Confidence that depends on applause is fragile. The moment the crowd disapproves, your sense of worth crumbles. That's not real charisma. True charisma comes from someone who doesn't need validation, someone who says, "This is who I am, whether you like it or not." Nietzsche encourages us to be what he called the sovereign individual, someone who creates their own values and lives by them, regardless of societal norms. Number 3. The will to power. The will to power is perhaps Nietzsche's most powerful concept. Contrary to popular belief, it's not about domination or control over others. It's about mastery over oneself. Charisma isn't about manipulating people. It's about inner mastery. The confidence that radiates from knowing who you are and what you stand for. Nietzsche believed every individual has the potential to transcend their circumstances and reshape their identity through the will to power. That means embracing struggle, rising above setbacks, and constantly evolving. People are drawn to those who are in control of their own lives. That is magnetic. Number 4. The Ubermensch and self-transcendence. One of Nietzsche's most famous ideas is the Ubermensch, or overman. This isn't a superhero. It's a person who has overcome the limitations of conventional thinking and created their own path. The Ubermensch is not concerned with being liked. They are driven by purpose and passion. They don't follow, they lead. Not because they demand followers, but because their presence naturally commands respect. To become charismatic, Nietzsche suggests we must first become authentic. Find your values, your passions, your unique vision, and live it fully. This is where charisma is born. From the fire of self-transcendence. Number 5. Embracing suffering as growth. Here's a truth Nietzsche never shied away from. Suffering is inevitable, but instead of avoiding pain, he believed we should embrace it. "What does not kill me makes me stronger," he famously wrote. The trials we endure shape us. They reveal who we truly are. Real confidence is forged in adversity. The charismatic person isn't someone who has had it easy. It's someone who's been through the fire and come out refined. Nietzsche called this process amor fati, the love of fate. It means embracing everything that happens to you, even the pain, as necessary for your growth. Number 6. Rejection of the herd mentality. Most people follow the crowd. They think what others think, value what others value, and fear standing out. Nietzsche saw this as a major flaw in human nature. The charismatic individual, by contrast, rejects herd mentality. They think for themselves. They have the courage to be unpopular. This is what makes someone stand out. In a world of copies, be an original. People are drawn to authenticity. The more unapologetically you become, the more you naturally attract others. Number 7. Silence, solitude, and self-discovery. Charisma isn't loud. It doesn't need to shout to be heard. Some of the most charismatic people speak with calm certainty. That certainty comes from deep self-knowledge. Nietzsche often withdrew from society to reflect, write, and understand himself. He believed solitude was essential for self-discovery. In solitude, you hear your own voice. You learn what you truly think and feel away from the noise of the world. To develop true inner confidence, make time for silence, for reflection, for asking yourself, Who am I when no one is watching? Number 8. Charisma as a side effect, not a goal. Nietzsche never said, be charismatic. Instead, he said, be yourself fully. Charisma is a side effect of living with authenticity, courage, and passion. When you follow your purpose, when you stand firm in your values, when you embrace your strengths and weaknesses alike, that's when charisma shows up. People sense when you're real. They're drawn to your clarity, your energy, your fearlessness. Confidence isn't something you fake, it's something you build from the inside out. Number 9. Practical steps to apply Nietzsche's charisma. Voiceover. So how do you apply all this to your own life? Reject external approval, cultivate inner strength, embrace discomfort. Spend time alone, live. Your truth charisma is built through action, through becoming. Number 10. Respecting your inner contradictions. Nietzsche understood that humans are full of contradictions, and that's okay. Embrace your complexity. You're allowed to be strong and vulnerable, bold and reflective. True charisma doesn't come from perfection. It comes from authenticity. Own your contradictions. Number 11. Laughing at yourself. Voiceover. Nietzsche valued humor and the ability to laugh, especially at oneself. Self-irony shows strength. The ability to not take yourself too seriously is a form of silent confidence. It puts people at ease and shows you are grounded. Number 12. Creating meaning from within. Voiceover. Nietzsche rejected objective meaning. He believed we create our own purpose. When you live with self-defined meaning, you radiate clarity. That clarity is compelling. Charismatic people don't borrow meaning, they make it. Number 13. Letting go of resentment. Voiceover. Nietzsche warned against resentment, a toxic form of envy and bitterness. Carrying resentment drags you down. Confidence comes from emotional freedom. Let go of past grievances and rise above them. That grace is powerful. Number 14. Embodying your values. Voiceover. Words matter, but actions matter more. Nietzsche believed in living philosophy, not just thinking it. Charisma blooms when your actions align with your values. When you walk your talk, people notice. Number 15. Becoming a creator, not a follower. Nietzsche admired creators, those who don't copy but innovate. Whether it's your lifestyle, your career, or your mindset, aim to be a creator. Don't imitate charisma. Generate it through the originality of your life. Become who you are. Nietzsche said, become who you are. That's the secret. Not becoming someone else. Not playing a role, but stripping away the false layers until your real self shines through. Number 16. The power of saying no. Confidence isn't always about what you accept. It's about what you reject. Nietzsche believed in setting boundaries. Saying no shows strength, clarity, and respect for your own values. People are drawn to those who stand their ground. Number 17. The courage to be misunderstood. Nietzsche was often misunderstood, and he embraced it. The charismatic individual doesn't beg to be understood by everyone. They stay true to themselves, even if it means standing alone. Courage in the face of misunderstanding is a mark of inner power. Number 18. Cultivating deep conviction. Conviction is magnetic. Nietzsche taught that a strong will and belief in one's own purpose is more attractive than charm or status. Know what you believe, and believe it with depth. That kind of certainty creates natural leadership. Number 19. Integrity over image. In a world obsessed with appearances, Nietzsche reminds us to value substance. The charismatic individual puts integrity before image. They are the same person in public and private. That kind of consistency builds trust and attraction. Number 20. Leaving a legacy through authenticity. Voiceover. Nietzsche's legacy wasn't built by conformity. It was built by radical honesty. He lived his truth, even when it was unpopular. If you want to leave a lasting impression, a legacy of charisma, start by being unapologetically real. Charisma isn't about charm, looks, or status. It's about presence, power, and authenticity. Let Nietzsche be your guide. Don't follow the herd. Don't seek validation. Cultivate your inner strength, and watch how the world begins to respond to the real you. Confidence comes from within, and when it does, the world takes notice. Thanks for watching.